It's a challenge for automakers because electric vehicles are generally, they kind of sounded the same, smelt the same, felt the same. So I think there's a real opportunity and challenge. How can a brand leverage the space in a much more symphonic way and not rely necessarily on the sort of old tropes of what it means to drive a vehicle? Automotive really is a hospitality experience at its heart. You just happen to be hosted by the brand, and you're not being hosted by someone, you're being hosted by the vehicle itself. So that expression of what a brand with many years under its belt, what it would mean to that brand to deliver something from a hospitality perspective is really interesting to us. And off the back of that, we're launching our automotive division.
When we work with legacy brands, you're looking at companies that are often 100 years old, and actually kind of understanding that gravitas is a really exciting space to work in, especially when you kind of use technology to catalyze those brands into the future. I think it's something that we've learned from working with those larger aviation brands as well, is understanding that often they are 100 years old as well, and the customer perception of what flight means back then to what it means now is completely different, and we have to adapt that and build meaningful design experiences into that. Obviously, as well as autonomy comes in more and more, we need to create more heightened experiences than the standard driving experience, because we've removed that visceral element. Kind of driving is almost coming into parity and everything's becoming very baseline. We need to find new areas to kind of really encourage excitement, and the technology enables us to do that. If you can connect on an emotional level with an experience and the brand incubates that experience, then you drive loyalty. So we do a lot of work with Ford in terms of defining their customer experience. We've been working very closely with Mercedes to evolve their proposition. But we also work in spaces that are slightly more in the mobility space, such as Eve and Panasonic, to help define more urban mobility platforms. We're really driven to engage in the emotional intent of the experience at the core of everything we do. As I say, it's not just a nice gimmick, a nice kind of addition. It actually has to fundamentally provide something that elevates the experience, elevates the brand because of that, and ultimately drives the customer to engage much more deeply with those brands and those experiences.